Meaning, you've been following the conversation. What's your take on so far the things we've been discussing?
What is the what?
Your take on so far the discussion we've been having.
Yeah, so two things. One was when this all thing began, testing began for Noguchi. Before we buy out, now almost interview Noguchi has a minimum capacity of 1,000. That is one. Now, a minimum, I just say they can even ramp up and go higher than that. Now, because of the emergency situation, Noguchi, what they did was Noguchi is made up of 9 departments. Now, initially only one department was doing the testing, virology department. Into we course so now lockdown by then Noguchi has to now deploy all the other departments. One wolf in the council, they were running 3 shifts. We had 3 teams. Into one team, yeah, about 70 people. And when they come out, they work from 8 a.m. 8 p.m. Then another team will take over from 8 p.m. to the next day, 8 o'clock in the morning. One team can process so many, but yeah, in the strategy you see, if be pooling, people have to understand. Pooling the chest, it means positive. This means we feel has you find a sample. Now, nipa said 9 so, because means a few so almost a form of sample. Therefore, when you sample, you find nipa 10 sample, including Kusimisa. Now, Kusimisa sample, then nipa 9 sample, they are boom iron 1. You find pool 1. The machine I use is so sensitive, say, a bit me detect Kusimisa sample na positive from among the other 9 people. It's a running, you're running 1 sample, but nipa 10 sample you're running. We are never saying one any sample here positive, we can go back and do the individual, come out to the number, the person who is positive. So we're doing this pooling. So every sample, you pull 10 of them into one. Into one shift, a partner or year, say 200 to 250 pools or just a 2,000 or 2,500 samples. What's your say? Because you are multiplying the 200 by 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 24 hours. You have 2 shifts. In one shift, you get 250. That is 2,500. Another shift can come and do 250. So 24 hours, you have about 5,000. So this is the meaning. 1, we increase the number of people. And 2, we're using the strategy called the pooling. And then the number of samples, they run a course.
And let me get the understanding. So it is to say, you activated other departments to join in the testing.
Exactly. That is 1. So we increase the number of people who are doing the testing.
Okay.
And 2, we change the strategy.
Okay. Now the reason why maybe Sana say initially now also you the virology department and I say a honum no and you the air testing I
was say Noguchi a different department. Virology, just say we deal with viruses.
Okay.
Or bacteriology, we deal with bacteria. Now, lockdown by now, everybody has to go home. So virology was only doing the testing initially, but when the lockdown came, then Noguchi decided to bring every other department on board to come and help virology because now they know the techniques, but they do similar things, molecular testing. As I said, 1, we have increased the number of people.
All right. Forgive my lack of understanding of your work, but that's the reason why we are here. And see, woman no more bacteria test nana initially no more no. One more equipment now one more use no. It's the same equipment and a virology for an issue.
Yes, I'm using PCR machines, but maybe the protocols will be different, but the technique is similar.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I will test cholera, which is bacteria, but maybe test COVID, which is virus. But you are using a machine called PCR.
Okay.
You're using a machine called PCR. So the protocol for testing cholera is different, but the machine that you are using is similar. So the procedures are similar.
All right.
What's I say?
And how many more departments were woven into the
we
system?
9 departments, including virology. It's first say, why you inquire best 40 something. Now you are bringing other departments who are also similar number on board. It's one. We have become more than 200 people. Now you have 70 for 3 groups. They running shift, 12-hour shift.
All right.
Only
Okay.
one. That is, even some people from Ghana Health Service became some few people from other Ghana Health Service department, some from biomedical science, some became.
All right. Now, yet was no. Meaning say some more year test now. Muhia test kits are modi ayamojuma. In terms of the kits now, modi asa testing yeah. Waba mo rampi up mo test mo no. Did you have adequate test kits to embark on adeno? Because I remember said there was one major concern. Now initially we had so Noguchi was overwhelmed and that it needed more test kits and all of that. No more test kits, no.
Yes. And there, maybe I make pulling no. First, it saves kits, and that's you see fewer kits for more people.
Okay.
One. Now, first we had kits from Robert Jack Ma,
Alibaba AliExpress.
Yes, he brought us a lot of kits, not only Noguchi, some other African countries also benefit. Now, so Ghana Health Service also contribute, so we had a lot of kits. But the pooling made us save kits to do more samples.
All right. Now, my main bisa something about Mwankasam welfare because you've been at the forefront of all this. I don't know the protocols that are in place in terms of Mwankasam Obomohoban because lab there, anything can happen. Yet, you say your medical officers, some insurance package be incentives be at the moment. And are you enjoying anything like that?
That's what they said, but we are yet to see. Because after now, almost about April, they who say a very reflect when we pay rules and pay a check, so I said, I don't know. But Sana, I can't see a change. And all the thing you have to know is that Noguchi testing is a small thing of what we do. We offer specialized testing to support Ghana health. But in the research, we do our work irrespective of what is coming in. We have to support them. So I say, yeah, train sika. Your sika is good. Be happy sika. But yeah, because you train sika, near the say.
But have you been incentivized? I mean, within the period now, Munko fi mo run a 24-hour shift, I buy actually more dog.
So far, there has been a way, some transport for mobile. But then there has been a promise, say if they are processing a delay, but they pay all the stuff who are okay.
Who idea be the amount involved?
Oh no, I don't know, but obviously they are using contact tracers, almost 150 days. They will use that to feed the number of days 150. But that money has not come in yet. That is what I am one of the leaders. Have meetings and on this.
But how dangerous is the contact tracing?
How dangerous?
The contact tracing.
Oh, contact tracing. Yeah, also the which we are receiving and yeah, just samples. They are call outside to do the contact tracing, and they bring the samples to. Oh. Yes, it is dangerous because you are handling people who are positive. But then also we know that your PPE is a yes, that's your protective equipment. That's almost take the samples. So I can see they are well protected. And see, over first sample now, yes, we can't guarantee that you are totally protected. But then if you wear the protective kit now, at least you have an assurance that there's some percentage of protection.
All right. But there was a question, there was an issue Professor Akusa raised about, say, for instance, samples are taken from the north, not your day, but all the way to Kumasi, KCCR. And is there a possibility of contamination of samples in the process of transportation?
Yes. In fact, only yesterday, I won't mention the facility. They brought over 800 samples. You have to reject it because packaging. There's one packaging here. I want to say, Obi sample issue akwa bi de near the is a possible who near the man. Yeah, yes, we reject it, and this is contamination. The sample na frafa. Because one to two bottles, no one package. So we inspect all that. In some cases, backlogger. There are samples that we will never get to know the results because we have rejected. Come on, packing. Come on, no. Now, there are samples that they brought it. The forms do not match the containers they brought. Reject.
The forms do not match the containers they brought.
What the sample about? Ufa kwesi sample or say the form ka ho. Form no che say kwesi ni sample ni. Yefa kwesi mesa we ni fie say office we nya sa symptoms we. So every form accompanies each sample that they bring. Until the 400 samples back, let's say that's a 200 match, not 200 match here. Let's say Yafa forms into matching it with any of the containers that you brought. Can't work with it. What I say because we are one positive one and a negative one. So we check all these things at the entrance of Noguchi or the bar before it will go to the lab. Have personnel there who have to check. Yafa when you say a match, then you take it back.
And is there a possibility, say, Kwesi Mensah they are okay? You bet me a beer, Kwesi Mensah sample, every kweshe Yamansa ediemu at the time I transported the abamo.
Contamination, I say, what for Kwesi Mensah there, what for Yamansa there. Now all they share polythene bag together. Now one katasu ye. Now, Kwesi Mensah there may be Yamansa then so a kind of home. Now I didn't offer from. So who first up we want to test because all test here. That's a positive. What the Kwesi Mensah answer what the Yamansa. Don't know. So that one is a reject. So I also offer sample builder.
But is it done, say, for instance, now I say, I'm saying no, some samples be by reject about 800 or so. Some samples, no, what happens to individuals now? If free
me can use almost for sample. Oman kata bottles no so yi. Normally share rubber bag no. Nti samples be share rubber bag ba komu. Na samples yan kata so nti be. Nti specimen na e one sample mu no. Ehwie na e rubber bag mu na ebi aye short, ebi aye long. Nti wo hu say we akaka we hu. The way ehwie o rubber no mu nya ye nsuo basa. Yes na you can't test it.
Pacho, mommy, a bit of education.
Also, the man or positive and I say or negative.
Mommy, education, Kakra. How many na a samples we say in Bremo? Because I want to understand, say, these people.
I can't mention the name of the institution on air, but me more examples that these are some of the governance samples in are to reject it. They all add up to what they call the backlog. Say, the banner say you are rejecting or upfront. You need to say, but lab. Let's say you have some mistakes now, then we keep it aside.
No, just a quick one. And media cinema na mehwe na mehu ye. I know say normally more transport samples here. One more containers be a tokrobi na de ashim tokrobi na de. But if you are telling me say an institution that is recognized, untimi body I understand, fair enough. But one more air transport here then then it tells me say maybe we don't even know the gravity of adena
I'm the one I work. That is what we're talking about. Listen, people have been trained to do things right and properly. I wouldn't name. Some of us we take things for granted. I'm bringing so many samples, and I'm not taking time to package them well. We can't work with it. No, see, you can't send me brave, but I mean, never can say, yeah, you should ask questions to the right people, those who are doing the thing to tell you what is happening.
Is this the only challenge Noguchi mo faces say be contaminated, a normal abamoho? Is that the only challenge I'm facing?
Oh no, I can't say that's the only challenge.
That's all the challenges.
Challenge as to the number of samples tested.
As to Majuma for the past 21 days, my challenge has been my facing.
Oh, it was so over Kaya yesterday when it was a respiratory infection. If a baby swaps, it first na a fat swap. Take his swap sample. The just say the be I send a cotton wood one. Now that show minimum a day sample. Now, or no, yeah, no, working on them is very simple because we are that share small container on the other. Now it will be maybe swaps on the side. It's now Ghana Health Service have to go back and use what is called the sputum containers. So just say about what I say, if it's a test sample, you have to put the flame, and that's a sputum. Now sputum no, you may hear papa. Only one of the, like I said, drawbacks. You know, before it takes a longer time for you to process the sputum. And you say it's not a good sample type. A sample type, all right, but it takes you a longer time to process it than the swap that you use. Only one of the drawbacks. Only one of the drawbacks. I will not say it's a major one, but it's one of them. But apart from that, I mean, we're normal. We're just doing the work as we should.
But my mission more ankasa mo for a beam. As personnel more virtually 24/7. Mo rotate. We call now we aba. We call now we aba. Affecting more health wise.
That is also a good question. But you say, yeah, like say, I mean, but also there are structures, which biomedical research facility. They have structures that we call them the nursing protective barriers, special PPE. Even room where testing or cramp on the equipment that you use there, it protects you against the sample, also the environment. Or maybe biosafety cabinet I use. And then like I said, if it be negative pressure, it doesn't allow things to go out. There are filters that filter everything that has to go out. That no meaning in our but just say it's specially designed to protect you, the person working on the sample, against the sample. That no more way a bois, a kahuna, it me, and I send a bit of
Look, you better say, and I pay Udin Chichimupa and now their brain. Oh, Jimmy so. But Ufra Humane Sokono, idea. So far, COVID by no number of tests, Maya, and yes, be a confirmed, and as be so, the number of tests, Maya as Noguchi.
And also, say more can you can say number of tests. Different from yes, now I can confirm, and I say the capacity. The case no in fact say Chrissy means I'm kind of asking. Chrissy means about Thursday, you find a sample, positive. Now WHO protocol na say answer ube self isolation and also quarantine we are positive or say after a week you send test to you. Now you send test to a second week now we are positive. But Chrissy means a sample na as positive first day no. Then I test it after a week no I send positive no. We don't say that we have two positives. We have one positive, but we have done two tests. What I say? Then first say, so the third week you are tested you. Now why negative? It is still one positive, but three tests. Now question means saying or say a test no two or say two negatives and say you declare no negative. So say another test fourth week I negative. So say you read question means a test no. Question means say I have no four tests, but I have one positive. So that adds up to the number of tests. But the cassette duplication is different. The cassette duplication can say, two. Now multiply by two and I duplicate. But the answer is here. Because Martin said there was a big habit say duplication. No. What it is that all the positives have to undergo retest for them to become negative. And so you declare them negative. Now, Osha, you were only 1,042. That is the figure on the website. Even though more has come, they are yet to add. You have 1,042. So let's say all the 1,042, we have to retest them. Even say 2 grandpa times 2, it will be 2,084. But we have done 68,000 tests. That is not duplicate. That is from the pooling that we are doing. We have a lot of negatives.
So, what's it? Adiano, Ebia Bacamo. The urban, should we be concerned?
Of course, it has gone up. I don't want to preempt it, but it has gone up. I mean, for the last 4 days, almost update here. Then, almost they come up with what they will do.
Doc, mami bi se wadwene o. Lockdown ya lefty. Aya mo na mo heat ni mo. Mo na test na eba. Enti dia wo ka kire no company there, it means a test am ye no. More than 68,000 ye ka ho asem no. It is over and over. Muna, you are the center of it. Should we have lifted the lockdown?
To me, no, I think they shouldn't have. But you see, if you are economically, no, the government will save its face because we can afford bread. Lockdown, no, if you look at the pros and the cons, or feel say go for brain, so you have to lift it. But if we are talking from the scientific point of view, another public health perspective, shouldn't have lifted. That's what I think.
More input when it comes to some of these decisions. More input and more
I think the president, or let's say the executive, they have people as health advisors. I'm more advice here, but I don't know.
Look, you better see no pay.
You.
Dr. Kofi Boni, Senior Research Fellow, Noguchi, and Outin and Kase, or the Enchichimuno, Edebrand, and at the MC and you did Diakushimu and Kasa. But it's important because, we need to get some of these things right. Sometimes I am more muti, you feel say, yeah, it is studio, we know it all. I'll be the last person to pretend say I know it all. Sometimes it's in the process of some of these conversations, and we are able to understand some of the things better. Because until so church much, let me say, first positive, second positive, third positive is one positive. In terms of one more outcome, but in terms of tests there, I had 3 different tests but in terms of the outcome, it's considered only one.